Hello, Rasa.
How you doing?
I'm very well. How are you?
I'm great. Are you ready to know everything?
Take it away.
Today, I want to talk to you about the joy of waking up early.
I'm bright-eyed and bushy-tailed to hear it.
Well, let's say that I decide to get up early at about 6 o'clock.
That's pretty early for most of us.
Yeah, at that time, you and Mom are usually asleep. In fact, most people in town are usually asleep. And that's a really special feeling. It's dark outside. It's quiet. People aren't up yet. There's no cars driving around. It's just you alone. And while that might sound kind of spooky, it's actually really amazing. It's as if you have a secret world. You could be anything. Nothing else matters.
I like it. It's like you're hiding out, but in time rather than in space.
Exactly. And soon enough, people wake up. They say good morning. I join them. We have breakfast. I go on with my day. But I had this special secret time where I could do whatever I wanted.
What are some of the things you do, if I may ask, without invading your privacy, during your extra special early time?
Well, on the wall, we have this heater that goes on every morning at 6 o'clock and blows warm air. So I grab a book and sit on the floor and get warmed up by the heater that's blowing warm air at me while reading a good book.
Delightful. I know I've gotten up early at times in the past to do all sorts of things, from email to go for a big hike or catch up with a friend in a different time zone, or even start cooking for a big meal that I want to have later in the day.
Great examples. You could do anything with that time.
Now, there's people who do the same thing on the other side of the clock too. Night owls. They get to work or play after everyone else is asleep. What do you think about that strategy?
Well, that's also a good strategy. I'm more of a morning person myself, but that may just be because the heater is off at midnight. Are you ready for today's poem?
Yeah, what is it?
It's called Reverse Living, and the author's unknown. Life is tough. It takes a lot of your time, all your weekends. And what do you get at the end of it? Death. Great reward. I think that the life cycle is all backwards. You should die first. Get it out of the way. Then you should live 20 years in an old age home. You get kicked out when you're too young. You get a good watch, you go to work. You work 40 years until you're young enough to enjoy your retirement. You go to college. You party until you're ready for high school. You become a little kid. You play. You have no responsibilities. You become a little boy or girl. You go back into the womb and you spend the last 9 months floating. And you finish off as a gleam in someone's eye.
I was smiling so big, I was holding back laughter the whole time you were reading that poem. I can't wait to get my hands on it. Can I read it too?
Yes, I think this is quite a smart poem.
Yeah. Reverse living. Life is tough. It takes a lot of your time, all your weekends. And what do you get at the end of it? Death. A great reward. I think that the life cycle is all backwards. You should die first. Get it out of the way. Then you live 20 years in an old age home. You get kicked out when you're too young. You get a good watch, you go to work. You work 40 years until you're young enough to enjoy your retirement. You go to college. You party until you're ready for high school. You become a little kid. You play. You have no responsibilities. You become a little boy or girl. You go back into the womb. You spend the last 9 months floating. And you finish off as a gleam in someone's eye.
Wow. I think that's smart. Die and just get it over with. Then you can go to work, then college, then high school. Then you can be a little kid again. And finally, you're not even born yet.
Magic. Is there a way to do this in our own life in some way, small if not big? Is there any way to make time go backwards or do things in reverse?
Well, I don't know about making time go backwards, but you could certainly do something opposite. Like, a lot of times people do the easy thing first, then the hard thing. What if you did the hard thing first, then the easy thing?
Yeah, I like that plan on a daily basis. And it makes me think about some advice I've heard about success, which is that people think you work hard, you succeed, and then you become happy. And the reading I've done suggests it's sort of the opposite. If you're happy first, that will lead you to work hard, and that will lead you to succeed. So start with happiness rather than try to end on it.
Yeah, hard work first, but happiness too. Reverse living, here I come. Or, come I here. Last segment of the show. Do you have a vexing question for me?
Yes. Mom and I were just talking the other day, and we were remembering the funny thing about the word inflammable, which both means not possible to light on fire and easily lit on fire. The word means its opposite. It's both inflammable, not flammable, and inflammable. Inflammable.
Whoa, I think you broke my brain.
Yes. So my question is, are there any other words that mean the opposite of themselves? And is there a phrase in general for that kind of word?
Wow, that's a great question. I'll look it up and get back to you. I'm back and I have the answer to your vexing question. Words like that are called contronyms, meaning they mean two opposite things. For example, look at the word transparent. It can mean obvious, such as, her lies were so transparent. It can also mean invisible, such as, he took a transparent water bottle to school every day.
Now you see it, now you don't.
There are a lot of words just like that, such as left, buckle, to dust, and out, and so many more.
Can you help me think those through? How's left the opposite of itself?
Well,
Oh, wait, I got it. I left it there. It means I put it there. Or I left with it. I took it away.
exactly.
Okay, what's the next one?
Buckle. For example, a buckle, it's something you use to hold your pants up.
To attach. But it also, if something buckles, it means it breaks.
Yeah.
Okay, next one.
To dust.
Right. To dust means to clean things off, or it means to cover things with dirt or smudges or powdered sugar or whatever.
Exactly.
Was there any more on your list?
There definitely is. For example, to clip. One definition of the word clip is to fasten, and another is to cut.
Yeah, it's kind of like buckle in that way. Contronym. I'll have to look that up.
Yeah, you'll see long lists of them on the internet. There's so many, it's just you have to think about them to notice them. I wonder how many contronyms are in our podcast.
Wow. We'll have to go back and figure out all the times we said the opposite of what we meant, or we meant the opposite of what we said.
Yeah. Listeners, we'll leave you with that. You Must Know Everything was produced by me, Rasa Smith, and him, Jeremy Smith. And the amazing music was by Furniture. Get cool You Must Know Everything merchandise, submit your own vexing questions, and listen to more than 50 previous episodes at our website, youmustknoweverything.com. Please rate, review, and share the show. And please tune in next time for everything you need to know.